An idea is powerful because you can't shoot an idea. You can't imprison an idea, right? An idea is freaking powerful. So an idea whose time has come is unstoppable, okay? And this goes a couple different ways. When an idea's time has come, that means the many nesting dolls that create this reality are in alignment as that being a truth, and therefore it's going to proliferate within humans, okay? This also can be used in a manipulative way. And if you guys really want to make a study out of this, there's a great book. Came out about, let's see, where was I living when I had that? It was called The Magical Use of Thought Forms. The Magical Use of Thought Forms. And they had a graphic in there that really says it all. And what happens is that you can take an idea, whether it's the truth or not, and feed it energy through ceremony, through meditation, through focus. You can take an idea and feed it with all of this life force, and it will manifest itself. And one of the stories in there was about a Buddhist master that that was a hermit, and there was a guy that wanted to study with him, and he was like, no, and he kept refusing him, but the guy would not give up. So he said, okay, this is what I want you to do. I want you to focus on this being. And I think he called him a demon, but it was like one of the fierce vestiges of a Buddha, right? The destructor frequency of forms of Buddha. Focus on that. I want you to manifest him. And once you manifest him, then come see me. Okay. So the student took it to task, and I took him a long time of 10 hours a day of meditating and focusing, right? Meditating and focusing. And until he manifested this etheric being that you could see, and was learning from him. And he found the teachings very insightful. And then he came to the Buddhist master that he wanted to teach and say, hey, look, I created him. Here he is. And the master was surprised, but also said, okay, now you need to learn all that you can from this being. And that's what he did. Took many years, but then he realized that this being actually wasn't telling him anything that wasn't already a living truth inside of him. So he recognized that it was an illusion. It was a mirror of his own subconscious that he manifested through focused emotions, thoughts, meditation, through the energies. So that's how ideas can come manifest that aren't in the truth. And that's what these seeded narratives are doing. Okay. Not in an enlightened kind of way, but in a fear kind of way. So a seed idea gets pushed. All kinds of people have huge reactions to it. And you don't need a lot of people. I mean, a few million. We have, 7 billion humans in this world. So when you get many billions of people invested in an idea, it's a reality, absolutely. Okay. Not a truth on all these levels, but it is something that people really do experience within the 3D matrix illusion delusion experience. So they see these ideas and they trigger us, and we have lots of thoughts and feelings about it, and then we talk about it, and then we feed it, and then we get frustrated, which is even more energy that we feed into it. You know what I mean? And then it just churns. And if you have several 100,000 people doing it, if you have a few million people doing it, that starts manifesting it into being. Okay. So that is so important to understand. This is why it's so important. What you focus on is how you reclaim your power in this world, what you invest your energy in, how you spend your time on a daily basis. That's why it's so important, because you really create these things as a collective. We pull it through. It's like it's a mist in the morphic field. And then as we invest our life force energy, our thoughts, our feelings, all that stuff, we start pulling it through the morphic field until it's part of our living reality. Now, like I said, it's not the real truth, and our biosuits shows us things that are not the truth through contraction, through illness, okay, through confusion, all these different states of being. Our body shows us we're investing in something that's not the truth to who we really are. So they may have this technology and implement it, but it can't be sustained because humans will, have psychotic breaks. They'll get very sick. People will not want to leave their homes, massive depression. I mean, all this stuff. So it's not like it's something that can be sustained long enough to, say, hold a war, maybe a invasion. And if they layer the techniques, they may be able to sustain it. And we saw this with the whole La Cucaracha game. All right, they layer these techniques. They combine trauma, fear with misinformation. And then it just gets layered. And now, they're able to manifest something within this 4D field. And if we all agree that it's the truth, now it's the truth, right?